So this is going to be what's called like a noting practice, and that is going to use our thinking in harmony with hopefully this experiential practice of just being in some way. And the idea is that the noting is where we can just say, okay, if there is thinking, you could just note, oh, there's thinking. And that's where we can kind of step back. And the main anchor in the present will be a breathing. And then I'll actually want to invite people, if you'd like, to shift it from breathing to listening to sounds. And then I'll guide you to other anchors. So we call those anchors. Like, what is the one anchor or object of attention? And the classic is the breath and the body. So if you'd like to take a comfortable posture that's supportive of alertness, one that you think is going to be comfortable for a while, and if you'd like to close your eyes or just gaze a few feet in front of you, just kind of staring out at nothing or something. We're going to begin with the sound, and I'll end with the bell. And that this can be like a teacher too, that the bell begins and it gets a little louder and it fades away. So see if you can listen to the sound of the bell from beginning all the way to the end. And I'm hoping everybody online, if you can't hear the bell, just imagine the bell. So as we notice the sound of the bell, just inviting you to take a few deeper breaths. Have an intentional deeper breath. You can really taking in and feeling the inside of your body and then releasing out, connection with the inner and outer. And how each breath can rise and pass away, kind of like the sound of the bell. So comfortable, longer 3 breaths, relaxing on the out breath. Also inviting you to let go of any expectation of meditation for a moment and just explore it with your curiosity. Sitting, what does it feel like to sit? And the breath coming back to normal. Just sitting, noticing the breath. Maybe it's feeling the seated area on the floor or a cushion, the temperature of the air against your skin, the weight of your body being held by the chair or cushion. Finding out for yourself, getting really curious. How does it feel to sit and breathe? It could be a playful curiosity. This can also be a home base to return back to at any time. The body sitting still and stable. And although the body might be still and stable, there may be a busy mind. And so paying attention to the still, stable body breathing can be an invitation for that mind, the thinking mind, to rest and join in on the stillness of the body. So coming back to that still, steady posture, connecting with the breath. So there's a knowing, to know that we're sitting. And when we know we're sitting, know that we're breathing, we're present. Having this experience of knowing through feeling, sensing. And it may be very possible that that knowing will just drift and fade into thinking. That's perfectly natural, to be expected, and even welcome. It's like, oh, just note. You can even say, oh, thinking. There's thinking. Even smiling. Kind of this awareness. Let's call it a mindful awareness. Oh, I see there's thinking. I'm going to return back to the breath, sensations of sitting and being here. So inviting you to focus attention a little bit more on your body, scanning sensations in the forehead and the face. Notice if there's any areas where there's any tension around the eyes, the forehead, the eyebrows, the cheeks, the jaw, that you might be holding on to. Inviting you to let go. Sometimes we unknowingly are holding tension. Also down to the neck and the shoulders. It's relaxing. Breathing along as you explore. You move down the shoulders to the arms, down to the hands. Sometimes we hold the hands, even in a little fist, and don't even realize it. Just relaxing the hands. Bringing awareness to the breathing. Sometimes there's tension, holding the breath tensely. So just relaxing the breath, the belly, be more relaxed belly breathing. Breathing easy. So what kind of choices you have to breathe easy, be relaxed, be aware of the breath and the body. And if it's helpful to note breathing, maybe just every couple breaths, or something that works for you, like in or out. And then just bringing more of a natural experiential attention to the feelings of breathing. So for the next few moments, see if you can, as best you can, bring attention to breathing and do a little noting. If you find yourself thinking, you can just note thinking. See how it feels to be caught in thought versus when you really feel present. Even if it's just for a few breaths. Notice the difference. Just exploring where the breath is most interesting. Breathing through the nostrils, perhaps the movement of the chest or the belly. You can choose if you want to choose where it's most comfortable and interesting to you. This could be a moment to have a nonverbal gratitude for the breath. If you're noting in, maybe on the out breath, the note could be some nonverbal, like just enjoying in, being with each breath. So checking in where your awareness is, your focused attention. If there's some conversation or storytelling, perfectly natural to be expected. Even bring a little smile. No, there's thinking. See if you're kind of clinging or holding on to that, and invite yourself to let it go. Come back to the breath. We can even widen our focused attention to the full body breathing. Bringing discernment to the breath. Noticing the diaphragm, how the belly gets bigger, the chest is moving. Sometimes with focused attention, noticing on an in-breath, the buttocks can press down on the seat. That might not be for you, but you might discover other things, like your back pressing against the back of the chair on an in-breath, releasing on the out-breath. So the full body breathing. So we're exploring how we can shift attention and awareness, inviting you to expand awareness wider. If you'd like to include sounds. So the home base can be the body, sensations, sensation of sitting. Also including sounds in the room, maybe sounds from our own body. And if there's a prominent sound, you could note hearing. Just note hearing. If breathing is a little more prominent, you can note breathing. Thoughts arise, you can note thinking. If there's sensations in the body, you could note feeling. Note feeling. For the next few moments, bringing more awareness to the sounds. Wider awareness, just resting in awareness without making much effort. Just resting, attention on sound. This can include silence. might even notice that a sound can trigger a story. Just noticing that. So noting hearing, coming back to the breath, sensations of sitting, until another sound arises. A wide awareness of sound like a soundscape. So inviting you to bring some awareness to thinking in a way that awareness can be aware of thinking. Awareness is a wider, spacious capacity that can be aware of thinking. So if a thought arises, just note thinking. Kind of tune into that awareness. It can be wider, kind of like an open sky. Those thoughts can come and go. Kind of like trains of thought. When we notice when we're on the train, just step off, come back to our seat, really feel the knowing of sitting and breathing, the awareness that's wider than thinking. Just note thinking. Might even notice if it's planning, you could note planning. If it's remembering, you can note remembering. Come back to breathing, sitting, until another thought takes you away. Now inviting you to explore an open awareness to awareness, this grand, expansive, spacious awareness that can in some ways hold it all. You notice there's thoughts, sounds, the breath rising and passing, sensations, widening awareness to awareness and all that comes and goes. You can note thinking, breathing, hearing, feeling. Spacious, open awareness, just resting. Being aware of whatever arises and passes. And if you do get caught on a train of thought, just noting thinking, coming back, opening awareness as wide as you can. Connecting with the breath of the body. So as we're sitting longer, there could be unpleasant feelings, sensations in the body. So noting that, say feeling unpleasant, could just be enough to loosen this relationship, that we can see it, stepping back from it just a little. And if you need to readjust, take care of yourself, change your posture. So bringing awareness to whatever arises, passes away. We can begin to shift our relationship. Not clinging or holding on. Knowing that we're sitting, knowing that we're breathing, knowing when thinking arises. So transitioning to the end of this practice, inviting you to take a moment to thank yourself. Be sensing into where you feel caring, self-care. What does it feel like to thank yourself for doing this practice? Acknowledging that we're all doing this together. We can send out some care and gratitude for all those here. So inviting you to check in with your body, feeling what it feels like to sit, you'd like to take a few, 2 or 3 deeper breaths, connecting with the in-breath and the out-breath, feeling the temperature of the air on your skin. Just simply connecting with being here.